You may feel like a failure, not because someone told you, but because you've watched your efforts fall short. You tried, you gave everything you had, and somehow it wasn't enough. So if you stay, let it be without trying to prove anything yet, because the feeling of failure makes sense the way you think, and understanding why changes something. By the time this ends, failure might sound different inside you. The first question comes from someone who feels like they failed at love.
I've tried to love well. I've been patient. I've been kind. I've given my whole heart. But every relationship falls apart. And I'm starting to feel like maybe I'm the problem. Like there's something broken in method I can't fix.
I hear the weight in that question. It's not self-pity, it's exhaustion. The kind that comes from trying again and again and watching love slip away. You didn't stop caring carelessly. You stayed open, you stayed honest, you kept showing up. And that matters, but not in the way you think yet. When love doesn't last, it makes you question everything. Not just the relationship, but yourself. You start wondering if you're too much or not. Enough, or if you were ever meant to be loved at all. But listen closely. Failure in love is not the same as being unlovable. Some people are meant to love deeply. And depth frightens those who aren't ready for it. What you're calling broken might be the rarest kind of strength. The ability to love fully even when it hasn't been returned. This isn't the full answer yet, but it matters. Your heart is not damaged. Learning to recognize woe is capable of receiving what you offer. You are not meant to shrink yourself to fit someone else's capacity. Some people leave not because you failed, but because your love asked them to grow and they weren't ready. There's another layer to this, and it changes how you see failure completely. Stay with me. You are not the problem, but the way love is finding you won't make sense yet. You are learning, and learning is rarely gentle at first.
I had dreams. I worked toward them. I sacrificed for them. I believed in them. But they didn't happen. And now I look at my life and feel like I wasted years chasing something that was never going to work.
That question comes from disappointment, not laziness. You're not asking why you didn't try hard enough. You're asking why trying hard didn't lead where you thought it would. And when dreams don't materialize, it creates a quiet grief that turns into shame. You start blaming yourself for believing in something that didn't believe back. But this is where many people stop listening. Not because they don't care, but because this truth feels close. Stay with me, but hear this carefully. A dream that doesn't happen is not always a dream that failed. Sometimes it was preparation for something you couldn't see yet. You are not being punished. What feels like failure is not always wrong. Sometimes effort builds clarity first, not results. And clarity feels like loss until you understand what it saved you from. The fact that you gave everything means you know how to commit. And that strength does disappear just because one path closed. You are not meant to measure your worth by what you achieved. Some seasons are designated to teach you who you were reaped for. They show you what you'll do. Stay with this thought. Not every closed door is a rejection. Some are redirections.
I've tried to live right, to be good, to follow the path I thought God wanted. But I look back now, and I don't see faithfulness. I see mistakes, compromises, moments I fell short. And I'm wondering if I failed the one relationship that mattered most.
That question carries something heavy, not loud guilt, but the quiet kind. The kind that comes when you hold yourself low, a standard you could never meet. You're not afraid of judgment. You're afraid you already failed ere the test was over. But stories don't end when you stumble. They end when you stop trying to stand. Faithfulness is not perfection. It's the willingness to return after you've wandered. What you're calling failure might be the only kind of honesty that matters. The admission that you need grace, not because you earned it, but because you can't. You are not disqualified. The fact that you're still asking, still caring, still wondering if you can do better, means something in you is still reaching, and anything still reaching is still loved. Some people are not failures. They are simply in a season that hasn't shown them what they were building yet. If this message felt close, don't rush to understand it. Just let it sit. Failure might not mean what you thought it meant, and that realization doesn't always come quickly. If you're still carrying a question you've never said out loud, you can leave it here. Not for answers tonight, but for presence. I'll be here when you're ready to ask again.